Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree and it's very nice to meet you. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup. So I have some makeup that I already have and have used, or like only used once, and then I had to go to Walmart to get the rest of the stuff to make a full face of drugstore makeup. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but when you get drugstore makeup, you kind of expect it to be like a lot less, like get a full face of makeup for like $40 or something. No, I got 10 products for $48.97, which isn't like bad because in like other brands you get like one product for that price. Excuse me, but I'm still a little shocked. So we're gonna test out these products and see if it's worth it and do a full face. And I haven't actually done one of these because I don't normally have like a full face of drugstore makeup. So I went to the store, got them. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and press the notification button or the bell button to be notified whenever I post new videos. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with primers. I have the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I have it the 4% niacinamide. Niacinamide primer. I used this once and it actually made my makeup look a little like it started flaking on the chin. So I just did my skincare. The skin is nice and prepped, so I'm gonna go in with 2 pumps and use this. So I've only used this once, so for me this is like new. I'm gonna put it like in my T-zone areas and my cheeks just to get that good primer fill. We're just gonna kind of go all around and just tap in all the excess. It's very like sticky, but like it's not like syrup on your face kind of sticky. You just know it's gonna work. So I don't have like a huge mix of brands. I have like mostly e.l.f., NYX, and the new brand at Walmart by Makeup Revolution, the Relove brand. So that's mostly like what I have, but I do have a few mixes here and there. Okay, now I'm going to go in on top of that with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I meant to go in with a little bit of the corrector before I did that. The e.l.f. corrector, because I don't know if this foundation is going to like really cover, but oh well, it'll be okay. I'm just going to go, oh, that's a lot. I'm going to go in with like a little bit of this and just kind of tap it in the pores. Just kind of help bounce it. Oh, did I not say what this is? I don't know. The e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. If I did not say it, that is what it is. I'm just going to tap that in the cheek area. For me, that's where I have quite the enlarged pores, and that will just help with a smoother base. Kind of tap it on the nose. Okay, so primer is done. Now I'm going to go in with foundation, which I don't know how well this is going to work. This is the Revolution Relove Super Serum Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. This is an F815. It's a little smaller. It was only $5. Oh, by the way, this is $10. I think this is like $8. And I was going to use this, but I didn't do it on before. I don't really like have my mindset to use correctors, but this is $4. This is the e.l.f. Color corrector, the green one. And this is, okay, so yeah, this is $5. This may be a little dark. I kind of just like picked it up and went with it. I didn't have that much time. So we'll just go for it and see if it works. It's in a dropper. Let's see if the dropper actually works. I'm just going to put it on my, oh, it does. I'm just going to put it on my sponge. Doesn't look like a terrible shade. Definitely light coverage. It does look like serum-y. Yeah, definitely a light coverage foundation. So I'm going to go over it again once I have it all over my face and see if it's like blendable. Yeah, definitely light coverage. And the color match is not too bad because it is such light coverage. Honestly, if you are off a little shades, you can make it work because it will just go on so lightly. Yeah, definitely CeraMe, very liquidy. Okay, so I'm going to put this on and then we'll go in for a second layer. Okay, it's not too bad. Definitely the wrong shade, a little ghostly. And it is very dewy. Like, we'll see how it dries down, but it's very dewy. Like, it feels like regular foundation, CeraMe, and all that. But it does look very dewy. I'm not going to go in with a second layer. I'll just, like, leave it as more of a natural look. Because it actually, I had like a little bit too much. It went on it, like a little extra on the cheeks, and it doesn't look too bad. Normally you can see a little bit of red through my foundation anyways, which is fine because I put blush on top of it, so not a big deal. So honestly, this isn't that bad, but we'll definitely have to see how it wears. Sorry if my camera's a little off. Okay, that should be better. There was some kind of smudge on the lens area, so hopefully you can see everything a lot better. So it's pretty nice actually, and it doesn't feel very heavy. I mean, like I can feel a little bit on the forehead, but I think that's more of the primer. So yeah, it actually feels pretty nice. Okay, let's go in with concealer. So for the under eyes, I have this e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This one is in shade Fair Beige. I think these are $6. I think prices have gone up a little bit with e.l.f., but I think these are $6. These are very full coverage. I know that they're supposed to be like dupes for the Tarte Shape Tape, and I had like a mini Tarte Shape Tape a few years ago, and I don't remember it being quite like this, but it's okay. But it is pretty full coverage. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit, and it's supposed to be the matte formula. I think they have a hydrating Camo Concealer, but I'm just gonna go in with this one. And a little bit goes a long ways. I see some people doing like here and then here, and I'm like, how do you do that? Because like one dot is like enough for me. Okay, so I actually don't think I've ever done like a full face of, I never have done a full face of drugstore makeup because I just got enough stuff. I think I've done full face of like high-end makeup, but I've never like really done it on purpose. But yeah, this concealer is really nice. I don't use it a whole lot because it does feel a little like thick under the eyes, if that makes sense. Like you can feel it there, but I'm gonna do it today. So I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in Light. That is what I'm gonna use for the under eyes, but I'm also gonna go in a little bit on top with a pressed powder that I got, because this powder actually isn't like my favorite. It used to be my favorite for under my eyes, but then I stopped using it. Realized it kind of doesn't make the under eyes look so great later on. So I mean, for different people it looks great, and then for me, I've noticed sometimes on the under eyes it can make it look a little like, I don't know, dry and creasy, but I'm just gonna go with it. And I'll put a little bit in the forehead area, the T-zone, and just go ahead and set down some of that so it's not moving around, and hopefully the makeup will last all day and won't flake and won't pill. I'll either pop in and post like a little clip of how it's looking, or I'll just leave it in the description of how it wore. Okay, but for the rest of the setting, I have this Relove Super Matte Powder. This is shade Translucent. This is supposed to be matte, so we'll see how it looks compared to this dewy serum. I'm going to take a brush and use a brush for that. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and kind of like just dust it underneath the eyes. Let's see how translucent this is. Yeah, smears out pretty well. Yeah, I don't know if you can really see it. There's like a little line here. So that's what it looks like, but then when you blend it in, it leaves maybe a little bit of lightness, but for the most part, it's not like white casted, from what I can tell right now. Okay, now let's do brows, and for brows, I have this, like I said, most of this is going to be the same brand, but it's still Drugstore. It's the Revolution Micro Blade Brow in Brown. I'm just going to say Revolution because I don't know, it's like Revolution, I don't know. I'm just going to say the Revolution brand. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like a little gray. Oh, by the way, this was $2.98, so this was $3. So that's actually not that bad. And on the other side, it comes with a little spoolie. So we're gonna fluff up the brows. And I've never used a micro pencil before, so I'm excited. I did not get a drugstore brow gel, so I'm just going to use a brow gel I already have. So far, nice. Definitely brown. I probably should have went for something a little bit more like granite if they had something like that. Because even though I have like brown, this is true brown. For some reason, my eyebrows look a little like gray tinted, but it could be this foundation on top of my brows. But I love the small pen. Like, it really is very precise. Okay, I'm gonna do the brows, and then I'll be back. Okay, the brows are done. They're not my favorite. This one is a little bit more filled in. This one's a little bit more feathered out. Like, I'm gonna have to fix that, but I don't really have, like, all that much time. So, I think you'll just have to do for now. I actually do like this. This is how much product you get in it. Which is, I guess, quite a bit for your brows, because I only used like a little bit. I actually like this, especially for like just doing the feathering in. I have like a thick pencil, so normally I can't do that, so that's what I was trying to do on this side, was just fill it in. But then I start to feather over here, I'm like, oh, that actually looks a lot better than when you're trying to fill it in. So you can see it's a little heavy right there in the center, but it's not that bad. So I'm actually really liking this, that it's a micro pencil, and it seems to be working pretty well, so definitely good in my books. Okay, so next we have eyeshadow. So I don't have a primer, so I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced primer, just the 24-hour primer, since I don't have a drugstore primer, and I'm just going to put that on and blend it in, and then we will do eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I have this little e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow in Rose Water. I have actually never used an e.l.f. eyeshadow, so this will be my first. And this one is, let's see, it is $3. Trying to open it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Cute little rose spot. I know I already have things like this, but like they either had a matte one, which I don't really go for, or like a kind of tan one, which I have plenty of too. So I just want for this one. It has like a shimmery brown, a shimmery pink, a shimmery rose, and then like a nude color. So it's actually like a dusty color, actually, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the dusty color first. I'm just gonna blend. Oh, I don't know if they have individual shades. They don't. But I'm going to go in with this shade first. I'm just going to put that all over the lid. And actually, I'm surprised that these are like $3. Like, I've heard such good things about them, and I know that prices are going up, and for them to still be $3 is really, really nice. Definitely affordable, and I can see that the color payoff is actually pretty there. Like, it's not super pigmented, but it's there. It's enough to actually want to use this. Okay, so this look is actually looking really good. I'm very, very surprised actually by that foundation. I was a little hesitant, but it seems to be holding up really well. This shade is a little light, so I'm just trying to build it up. Hopefully that brown will help deepen the corners. Okay, I'm gonna go in with into like this kind of shimmery brown color. Oh, it's really pretty. I'm gonna kind of add that to the outer corners and flare it in. Since this is more of a natural-ish kind of makeup look, I'm just gonna go in very light-handed with it, not super. Not super dark. It's actually really pretty. I like that it has a light shimmer. It's kind of like the ColourPop one, so some of the mattes can have like a little bit of a shimmer in it. That's kind of what this is like, because it's not full on shimmer like the pink and the kind of rose colored one. Okay, I love how I said I was gonna go natural, more natural. But this shade, it's not as like dark, like it's there, but it's kind of like faded. It's almost more like I don't know, like a faded kind of gray black kind of color. It's not like a full on like solid color, if that makes sense. I think I put a little bit too much on this eye, so I'm trying to add some more of this like dusky color to kind of blend it out a little bit better. Hopefully when I put the shimmers it'll go together a little bit more, because I feel like this eye looks a lot better than this eye, but oh well. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm just gonna use my fingers. I always do that when I'm doing shimmers. I'm just gonna go across the lid. It actually feels really nice and smooth. This kind of reminds me as if they're trying to like make it tiny, make sure like a little like section of the palette dupe for the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. This is really nice. Probably like the wrong look for this shirt, but we're just gonna go roll with it. Okay, definitely trying to put some on top of this darker shade over here. It's very like nice and soft. It's not like rough. It goes on very nice, and it's not chunky either. It's just a nice, solid little soft glitter. It looks very pretty. Like these colors together are really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little brush and pop some of this lighter shade on the inner corners. Since it's a little bit brighter. Okay, and then I'll pop some beneath the brow bone. Oh, a little much. Oh well. I'm gonna drag some of this a little bit. Okay. Wow. Glittery. Okay, so I know on camera it looks a little bit more like of a gray, and I don't know if it really looks like it, but in person it doesn't look like that faded. But like I'm telling you, it's like a color, but it's not like super solid. Like, I hope that makes sense. I really do, but that's pretty much the look. Okay, now I'm gonna add just a little bit on the bottom, and then we will go into mascara. Okay, so now we're gonna do mascara. So I realize now that mascara is not really gonna go with this look, but we're just gonna go for it. Oh, that was a little too rough. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then I'll show you the mascara we got. So I have a primer that I'm going to use, because I don't know how well this mascara is going to work. So I'm going to use it. It is not Drugstore, but we're just going to use it anyways. And I need a good priming right now. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the primer. This is by Item Beauty. This is their blue mascara. I'm going to go in with the pink primer to prime the lashes, make sure they're nice and coated and they have a good length and volume to them. And then we will go in with the mascara that I got. And you'll see why I'm using this in just a second. And I know this is technically not Drugstore, but Item Beauty is very affordable. I will say the products are not like the best, but they're definitely affordable. I don't know if they're still at Ulta, but I know they were. I think they were having some issues with products not lasting very long, so I know that they were on sale not too long ago. I normally don't buy their stuff. I got this in a BoxyCharm a while ago, so honestly, that's why I have it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that like dry down for a second. While that's drying down, I'm gonna go in and start doing the rest of the face. Okay, so for blush, we have this Hard Candy face blush or face off blush. This is in the shade Who Is She? They have a lighter one than this, and then they have a darker one. I didn't know how pigmented this was going to be, so I went for the little bit of a darker one. This is what it looks like. It looks like a gloss tube, and then voila. So I'm just going to put like 3 little dots. Okay, now we're going to blend her out. and get pigment, hopefully. And I like rosy cheeks anyway, so I like to go for the shades that are a little bit darker, because you can always go light-handed. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. There's definitely shimmer to it. Like, there's shimmer in it. Yeah, definitely. Let me see if I can, like, I'll swatch it on the hand and show you, and you can see the shimmer. If you haven't already seen these and, like, used them, there is some shimmer in them. It's just, like, here and there. It's not like the whole thing is shimmer. It's like they put, like, a little dash of shimmer in it. This is really pretty. And 3 dots on both sides is, like, all I need. That's really nice. Okay, let me put a little bit on the hand and kind of, like, shear it out for you so you can see. Oh, and this was $7.94. So a little bit up there, but not that bad. Because I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's, like, a little bit of shimmer in it. I don't know. It's not like a whole lot, but it's a little bit. Like, you can see a tiny bit. Enough to give it a little bit of glitter, which is totally okay with me because I love the shimmer and the glitter. But for others, if you don't like that kind of thing and you like more of a matte look or just like dewy but no shimmer to it, then this would not be it. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And you get quite a bit of product. I love this. Okay, so now we're going to go in with a little bit of contour. And I have I've been wanting to use this, and I like could never find it in my shade. I finally got it. This is the Milani Liquid Contour. This is in the shade 01 Honey. Okay, so this is priciest of them all. It is $9.97. This little guy is $10, which I'm like, okay, why? But I've heard such good reviews. I'm like, we'll just give it a shot. Okay, I probably should have put the contour on for the blush. Sorry, I am all over the place this morning. I have not ate, and normally when I don't eat, I'm a little all over the place. But we'll make it work. Okay, so voila. Now I will say the packaging, which I have heard many people say is definitely messy because there's no way of like closing it off. So you just twist it, like, okay, hopefully that'll be fine. Okay, gonna put some of this. I heard that this blends nicely. Probably put a little bit too much right there, but oh well. Definitely blends nice. Definitely should have like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Probably should have, I'm just gonna go on top of the blush and I can put more blush on. Definitely put probably a little bit too much on. Yeah, but it's okay. Like I said, when I haven't ate, I'm kind of all over the place. This side looks much better than this side. Just gonna bring some of that down here. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and blend this in, so I do have quite a bit. But that blended in beautifully. And the color is really nice and soft, where it's not like a lot and it's not like dramatic. Okay, but I am going to take the powder, the setting powder, if I can find it, and kind of go underneath the bronzer. Since I put a little bit too much, I'm just going to kind of, let me go in with my sponge. Just going to kind of try to lighten that up a little bit. Since I went in on top of my blush, which actually doesn't really look that bad. The blush is definitely still there. Just trying to lighten this up. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now for the bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Super Bronzer Powder. This is in the shade Desert. They don't have like a huge variety, but I feel like this is probably going to be the closest to what my shade is. But we will see. I'm actually going to put a little bit more of this powder on to kind of set everything down. I'd say this is like, I can see like the powder, but I feel like it's definitely like a light powder. Like it's not, if you're looking for like super like effective powder, this would not be it, but I feel like it does like kind of set in the makeup and kind of add the color, like just the set down that it needs. Like, it still kind of have like a little glow, a little dew through, but it's not like, it's not like showing through all the way, but it's not like super duper matte. I feel like it's still like, it's in between, kind of like a satin. Okay, which is what I like. Now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer and see how well this works. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit since I already went in. I don't know if this is gonna be my shade. I'm gonna go in with a little bit. Okay, definitely kind of like a soft glow, like not glow, but like a soft like shade bronzer. I actually like that shade. I like that shade a lot. Yeah. You know, just definitely need to go in light-handed because the shade is a little dark, but it's still really nice. Okay, so this is how she looks. Like I said, I like a lot of bronzer, so it's gonna be a little heavy, but I'll go in with a little bit more powder on the side. Normally I don't have to do this, but I did my routine a little backwards. Okay, so we're gonna go in with blush now. We're going to do this Revolution blush duo. This is the shade Cute. It has a blush, a matte blush, and then a little highlighter right there. I'm gonna go in with the blush first. Just do a little pop. Ooh, very pigmented. Like, this was only $3. Very pigmented, very nice. Oh, and the bronzer and the powder both were $3, I believe. Yeah. Yep, $3. So you get two products right here for $3, and this is very pigmented. Okay, now we're gonna go in with some highlighter. Oh wow, this is definitely worth your money. This is definitely worth your money. Very nice. It's not like super icy, but it's still like there. It's still noticeable. Do a little on the cupid's bow. I like it. Okay, now we're gonna go into mascara. So this definitely does not go with this look because it's a little bit, you know, darker, but we're just gonna make it work because this is what I have. So this is the Revolution Volume Pink Mascara. We're just gonna go for it. I was like, oh, they have colors, let's go for pink, and I didn't think about, you know, actually putting it on, but whatever. Okay, so this wand, I don't know what they were thinking. It's not really much of a wand at all. That's why I definitely did the primer before, so that it could, like, I could have like the length and some volume, because I don't want it to look clumpy. So we gotta see how well this is gonna work. I don't know if all their mascaras look like this, but this is a little concerning. It's more of just a stick, but we're gonna just coat. I feel like this is more of a coater, like to go on top. That's not as much of a like actual mascara. It's just kind of like you're putting paint on top. I don't know if that makes sense. Definitely seems like a liquidy formula. This was $3. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Like, I love like that it's pink, but just that it's not going on very well, and it looks like I'm just like putting paint on my lashes. I don't love it. It kind of smells a little bit like paint. Wow. Not a huge fan. Definitely not worth your $3. I'm pretty sure spend like $2 more and you can probably get like a good CoverGirl mascara. But this is definitely not the one. Yeah, I say there's much better mascaras out there in the world. Okay, well, this is different. Okay, well, this really doesn't make my lashes look very cute. Of course they look long, but they also look clumpy and a little like fake and wispy. They're a little scary. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put like a little bit of mascara on the lower lash to try to balance that out. Definitely not a huge fan. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Too Faced, a little bit of the waterproof on the lower lashes so I don't get any smudge, because this look is already looking a little crazy. Just to darken up the lower a little bit. Okay, I know this video is a little long, sorry about that, but okay, well this is definitely a fun spring summer look. Okay, to finish off everything, I'm gonna go in with this primer, not this primer, this setting spray, which is the Revolution Pore Vanish Prime Mist. I'm using it as a setting spray, even though it's kind of a prime mist. This is $4.98, so $5. I'm gonna give it a shake, and I'm gonna spray it far away because I don't know if it's gonna squirt on my face. Definitely a little bit of a heavy sprayer, and it does smell. It kind of smells like tropical, which isn't that bad. If you're not into smells, oh my god, my lashes, this would not be for you. I'm just gonna kind of pat everything down, and the mascara is transferring a little bit. Wow, this makeup it's just perfect. Oh god. Well, that's the beauty of makeup. It's art, so. Actually, this is not the last thing. I have lips. Okay, so with this look, I don't think I need any more, like, pink. I don't think I want to go super dark. I'm going to line my lips with this NYX retractable lip liner in Sand Beige. This is a darker liner. I'm just going to go light. I have, like, a really pink. And I have, like, a glossy pink. I'm just going to lightly line. Like, I'm not trying to be heavy about it because it's really a dark liner. So it's not even, like, perfect. Okay, so I have this by Milani. This is in Peony. And then I have Peony Pink in L'Oreal. Which one do I want to do? I'm going to do, like, a long... What do I want to do? This is, like, a little bit more of a nude. I think I'm going to go in with the Peony Pink from L'Oreal, just so we can have a little hydration with this summer dewy look. Okay, now the look is final. Goodness gracious, if you stayed to the end, thank you for staying and bearing with this look. Okay, so I think everything is great except for that mascara. Definitely no. If you're okay with coating on top, like if you get a colored one, like going on top of like a primer, then I'd say you're good. But if you're trying to actually like use it as a mascara, like lengthen and like volumize, or you go with the black, no. It is not good. Definitely can get something better for other prices, but this look is really nice. I normally use like other like high-end-ish kind of medium range products, and to do a full face of high-end, drugstore, and for it to look high-end, this is a really nice look. Very shimmery, very glowy. I know the side of the bronzer is a little off, but that's like because so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying to the end if you did, and I hope to see you in a new video soon. Bye!